Hi, this is David,
And Sharon.
your trusted real estate advisors, here today to discuss open houses. I have a point of view when it comes to open houses that may differ from some. Um, well, first of all, to give you a little history, open houses have been around for over a century. As a matter of fact, prior to 1919, which was when which was when real estate licenses became practical, anybody that was selling a house, anybody could go and pop a sign on their lawn and sell the property. Okay. Soon after that, about in late 1919, early 1920, the concept of open houses came about. And ever since then, it's been more of a real estate tradition that open houses are held when you have a listing. In my own personal experience, and I can only speak from my own experience, I've not found them to be beneficial. I found most of them to be a waste of time. The idea behind it is to open your doors to the public and let people come in and take a look at the house and everything. But mostly what happens is that either agents come by or neighbors come by. But you don't really get buyers coming by. Now, I'm not here to say that you never get a buyer when you do an open house. That isn't true. What I am saying is that for the most part, I don't find open houses to be productive. There are many other ways today to advertise properties. Now, don't misunderstand me. There was a time, again, going back to the early 1900s and all of that, when open houses was part of how you sold a house because there wasn't the internet, there wasn't all of the different ways and mechanisms that we have today. So open houses was a form of advertisement during that time period, and so it's something that we just continue to do. In today's day and time, it's not as necessary or relevant as it once was because of the internet, because of virtual tours, because of social media and all of that. It's just not, it just doesn't have the same relevance or resonance that it once did. Um, we still will do open houses for a seller if the seller requests it. Um, I find that today there are fewer sellers that are interested in open houses unless the house is vacant. When I first started doing real estate back in '06, there were more sellers that were open to doing open houses then than you will find now. But like I said, times have changed over the years to where it's not as relevant as it once was. However, like I said, they are still conducted because for traditional reasons, people associate selling a home with hosting or holding an open house. So um, there will now there don't get me wrong, there are agents that will promote the idea of an open house because that's just what they believe in doing. That's what they were told when they became licensees, that you hold open houses, so they believe in it. But when you've been doing this business for a certain period of time, you just realize that there's just not as much value in the open house market anymore as there used to be. And like I said, so many other ways that you can advertise and show the property today that wasn't available to you 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, when open houses were more popular and definitely more relevant and definitely more necessary at that time. So in conclusion, in conclusion, I would say that the decision to conduct one is personal, strictly between the agent and their client, the seller. I would say that if you're a real estate professional and your seller wants an open house, by all means, conduct one. I would also say be honest with them about the expectation. Don't mislead them into thinking that, this is the way to sell your house. We have to do open houses. Don't try to sell them on that. Um, but if they're interested in open house, just tell them no problem. We'll hold an open house for you. But at the same time, if they don't bring it up, I wouldn't bring it up because, like I said, it's just it's 4 hours of your time that's pretty much wasted because you're just kind of like sitting there doing everything else. But you're not really. And don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of brokers will try to sell you on the idea that it's a way to get buyers and it's a way to get new clients and all of that and it could be all of that if that's how it worked, but 9 times out of 10 that's not how it's going to work. And again, today the way that we go about getting clients is very different from how we did that 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago. So when open houses were originated, then yes, that was one of the mechanisms buyers had for seeing the house. So yeah, I could see the definite potential in getting buyers. Today, not so much. So, like I said, I think it's a personal decision between the agent and the client. If I had a client that wanted it, I would do it. Other than that, I wouldn't bring it up. I would support an agent that wanted to do it. I would support an agent that decided that they didn't want to do it. Because again, like I said, I just don't feel as though it really has that level of relevance today that it once did. So that's basically all that I have to say regarding open houses. So, with that, until next time, this is David
And Sharon.
signing off, your trusted real estate advisors. Please like our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Leave us a thought, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about our content. Have a blessed day.